This shit wasn't recording, bro.
You lying.
I'm lying.
You've got mail.
You've got mail.
Saturday, huh?
Saturday what?
Saturday Who? Welcome back to the
y'all.
Saturday Who
Yeah,
podcast.
we back.
You got your boy Sheemie Dubb over
And
here.
my man Jay Walts. What's
Let's
good
go.
with y'all, man?
Still cry when we fight. Still dream about you and I. Still check my phone every minute. Even when I think I respect it. Still text second night. Even when we ain't alright.
Welcome
It's
back.
good
How
to
you
see
been,
y'all
Brody?
again. Y'all been good, bro. It's been good time. I've been doing my thing, just working, grinding. Um,
That grind.
I had a crazy weekend flying to pick up my kids in Mississippi, bro. Shit was whack. Flights got canceled. Had to spend over 13 hours in the airport. Shit was crazy, but it was a good time with the kids though.
Hell
Creating
yeah,
moments.
hell
We
yeah.
got to stay in a fancy hotel.
Quality time right
And
off the
yeah,
bat.
yeah. We did some room service.
Oh, yeah.
My daughter was like, "Oh, this is fancy." And we just had, they opened up the thing. I don't know what it's called, but when the plate is covered, and then she opened the thing, and it's like some fancy ass chicken strips with fries. But it was room service though. You know what
I
I'm
don't think
saying?
I ever had room service.
Nah, see, that's the thing. That's my second time having room service. I'm 30 days. She's 11 and 8.
Different
It's
lifestyle.
11 and 7, and it's different.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. You know what I'm saying?
Paradigm shift.
That's the goal. You know, we got 5 kids. I'm trying to like the things that I'm not really like. I don't care about the materialistic things. I care about creating quality experiences that they can use and take on their road and their journey to their success. I think that's important.
The older and
Um,
older I get, I see that you need money for that. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, and
Like,
it's whack because
it is whack.
like money don't make you happy, but money what's going on here? Money don't make you happy, but money is a small piece of the pie to have some type of life happiness and
I
stability.
think once you work on it, if you have a team like and you do it the right way, not the way that I did it or the way you did it or whatever, like I think I did it the wrong way. But right now, my relationship with money and finance, it don't have a hold on me.
Mhm.
I don't. I also don't have a whole bunch of it like I would like to, but
Yeah.
I feel like there was some work that I needed to do before because I've had, you know what I mean, and I've messed up, you know what I mean. Like
Right.
you get money and then you want to live a certain lifestyle. That's not that I don't know. Like you're trying to keep up with. I forget. I'm so far removed from that, but now that you don't have that unhealthy relationship with money, I feel like now we
Right.
could do what we are supposed to do with it because we understand it's not really the thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Those are facts. Those are facts. So yeah, just that was my weekend, and creating that, like, just bringing me into that reality of like, this is why I continue to grind. I continue to do things to create a life for my children and my family, to where we can like enjoy our time. We got a blended family, and at any point in the year we're split up from each other. So it's never all. It's not 12 months of all 5 children in the house. So how can I, when I have those 5 children all together for that month that we have them all together, where they meet out of 12 months in a year, like we trying to create memorable freaking experiences for them to like have and take in their memory bank.
Do you need
now
money for that?
that's what I was about to get into. Now you don't always need money for that. Like you could go to like I know when I was in DC, it was like Mad Smithsonian museums was free. You don't need money to make those experiences, and I think that is just as important. Being able to take them to the beach or just doing things that's simple, taking them to a museum, education. I like being well rounded. You have to teach them to be well rounded. Enjoy those moments where it seems like you don't have anything, but you have everything. The intangibles are just as important as the things that are tangible.
I wrote extravagant with I wrote AST, and we're not even gonna keep going after that. But do you think the memories without money could be just as extravagant? And when I say no bad, do you think the memories without money can be just as impactful?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think memories
So
without
All right.
memories
Keep going,
memories that have things that don't cost and aren't materialistic, they create humility. They humility. Right?
Yes,
Humility.
I apologize, bro.
Yeah.
Humility,
Yeah, humility. They create
My
a
fault.
humble person,
Mhm.
right? Those are if you want your
You
kids.
smell good as hell. What you got on?
Oh, I got that black
All right, we ain't gonna
black
give him
soap
no more.
shaver.
Yeah, no more promotions. Go ahead.
But so like
Humility,
humility, right?
money.
Like so, like I remember the moments without money that were still great times. That gives you. I feel like that opens your children's minds a little bit. You can be closed-minded if everything is about money.
If everything is a one-to-one exchange type of thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If everything is,
It has an
if
exact
we're not
value
going on
to
a
it.
cruise, if we're not going a trip to Disneyland, if we're not spending thousands of dollars in a store, then it's not fun. They don't get anything from that. Like this is the result of hard work.
So
Right.
so would you say that the memories without money are you saying that like that could lead into like appreciation for things?
Yeah. So the memories without money is like it's like what you call it when people go around like tasting different foods, they're expanding their
Palette.
palate. It's like that. When you do things that's not just forced and surrounded by the materialistic things, you expand your children's palate on life. I could work just as hard and I could get the same amount of appreciation, fun out of something like this, and it doesn't always have to look like this, right? So, like, kids love amusement parks, right? We would say Disneyland, a Disney cruise. Disney cruise, shout out to Disney, but
Hold
Disney is
on.
one of the most.
I want you to stay with that,
Yeah.
because now we're going into money.
Right.
When you explain that, I want to know why. So why do we need the memories with the money too? Because
Why do we-
because we was
because
just
they-
talking about we need money
to be-
for the
Right.
memories. So
Right.
now you're talking about Disney. Can you throw into that?
If I go back to the palette analogy, if I look at different foods give you different sources of energy, does different things for the body, right? And I feel like different experience does different things for the mind, the heart, the spirit, right? So if I can show you that if I work hard, if you work hard at the things you want, you will make this type of money and money will afford these type of things. But those other trips surrounded, that's not surrounded by money, is teaching you you don't need money to have happiness. This is teaching you love. It's teaching you appreciation for the people around you and time. Those cookouts, them cheap experience, right? We grew up in New York, and the big thing was the summer cookouts. Memorial Day coming up. The summer cookouts. Everybody always. I don't even think New Yorkers understood like what Memorial Day was for, right? They didn't really care. But nobody served in the military. Nobody had family members that died in the military. But we sure had people that died in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
But it was always cookouts. Like you could always be, who got the cookout? But those cookouts, that's like an inexpensive thing, right? A lot of people can afford to host a cookout, but look how much fun you had. You meeting up with family you ain't seen in years. It's love. Yeah, like your family had the August, was that the Labor Day? Y'all you would do
I know
late
what you're talking
August.
about.
Y'all would do
It was in the summertime.
yeah, every August y'all would make the big jungle juice, big island party. Like everybody
But then,
came
like,
through.
you talking about that, like, what that makes me think about is how, like, the family is not what the family was. So then, like,
Yeah.
I'm going back to now building the memories, and then what are the memories based in, and then for what? Because I look back at some of the memories that I have, right?
Right.
And I'm thinking about like that, like, the jungle juice, like the way they sold it to me, they made jungle juice. Nobody was doing jungle juice before that. But now I look back, we don't have those no more. You know what I'm saying? The family don't come together no more. Thanksgiving is not a thing no more. So
Yeah.
So
And
what's the point? Like, all right, so then like without, all right, regardless of if it's memory that was built with money or memory that was built without money, what are we even creating memories for if they're not meant to last forever? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, because right now all the memories that are supposed to be good are from a lot of broken relationships. What
Yeah.
are we supposed to do with those?
I think what you was alluding to is that all those memories you thought were great times and great memories, they were just a sheet and a blanket pulled over toxicity and the things
100%.
that wasn't happening.
100%.
So now because you have more knowledge of self,
Because
more
now that's gone. That veil
now
is gone.
that blanket is pulled back and you see the real.
One of y'all
Those
said
aren't good memories.
Bro, one
for
of
you
y'all
no
said,
more.
somebody said something. I feel like it was you, Irene, or Miranda. Somebody said something about how it was Miranda. We were talking how the parents wasn't getting along. It wasn't Miranda. I was watching something. How the parents wasn't getting along. So like the cousins or the uncles or whatever, me and you was not getting along.
Mm-hmm.
But you want your kids to respect me and understand respect, and I love them. So you send your kids over to me, and your kids is wondering why I just go to Uncle Marvin's house every weekend, right? And they don't even think. I'm just thinking I'm going over to my aunt's crib. I'm not thinking I'm going over there because they have a jacked up sense of who we should respect and who we should love, and not setting boundaries and how we should treat each other, right? And I'm just getting sent over there and they're not dealing with their shit.
Right.
And then I go over there and then I'm wondering why somebody talking shit about somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Because weird shit was going on. So
Yeah.
these memories now that I go back and I'm
tainted.
enjoying these times with my cousins, but then me and my cousins chilling, listening to you talk shit. I'm like,
Right.
why
Your
was I
memories
talking
are now tainted by facts.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
tainted by the facts.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
And curiosity killed the cat.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
So now your question is like, what is it all worth, right? So it's not worth shit at that point.
If you don't do
it's
nothing
worth
with it.
trauma,
Yeah.
right? So now for me, because we started this conversation off the basis of what I'm doing, like what I did for my kids, what I'll do for my children, right? And what I want to do for them. Now, the memories that I create with my children are not blanketed under, it's not toxicity blanketed over.
No.
But you know what I'm saying? They seeing work. They seeing me work.
And then how do we then, because then, all right, so then the conversation, all right, what's too much for the kid to handle, right? But then that's versus, all right, when do you actually start teaching the child to be an adult? You understand what I'm saying? Because if we waiting until 18 when they get into college, and then now we're talking about taxes and buying homes and whatever the kid, I don't even know what it means to be an adult, right?
I think
If we waiting until then, how can we hold them accountable for all those years where we didn't put them on to what they should have been learning? They just gotta one day pick it up.
But are we waiting till then?
We not.
We not.
We definitely not.
We
So what does that? But
Right.
so are we weird for? Because I'm gonna be real. When I know how you talk to the kids too. When we talk to, I'm straight
I'm
up,
talking to them just like
this.
I'm not pulling punches.
For what?
I'm not pulling punches. I think it's.
I mean, how does that? How does that help them if you do pull punches?
It doesn't help them.
It has to though, because everybody does it.
Google God is not
It's-
just because everybody do it.
So what's
Like
the
my
math
parents would
behind
say,
it?
If they go jump off the roof, you gonna go jump off the roof? You know
So
what
we
I'm
was
saying?
just following.
We were just following suit, following this what society tells us to do, right? Like in a nutshell, this is what I'm trying to say. And I feel like I'm about to go down a rabbit hole right now because before I say the nutshell, I'm gonna talk about contradicting. Words have meaning, right? So I feel like life, and sometimes is a big contradiction, and it's only a big contradiction because man made certain things important, right? If money wasn't important,
Right.
if man didn't make money important, we wouldn't be having this conversation. I'm okay with living in a cave, going hunting. That's a better experience with my kids than I gotta leave for a certain amount of time, and I gotta give an exchange of a certain amount of time.
But like
away
what
from-
you just said, that
know what I'm
money
saying?
is not important. What you just said, I got to exchange a certain amount of time.
The time,
That
right,
time
the
and attention.
takeaway.
We spoke about
Right.
this in our meeting last week. in the meeting last week, and we spoke about this.
Yeah.
What they want us to think that money is that thing that we're using to weigh what it's
Mhm.
our time
It's
and
time.
attention.
They
That's the
wanna take our
currency.
time.
That's what they want.
Yeah, you
That's
have
what
to-
we need to protect. You
We're
understand what I'm
paying
saying?
for your time.
They
right?
want the podcast, the food, the whatever it is, the phones,
Right.
whatever it is, they want your time and attention to be purchasing,
Right.
or just spent tapping or looking at these things.
Right.
It's like he said, it's not he said money, and then he said something about the exchange of
Right.
time. I'm sorry, keep
Right.
going, bro.
Well, but like I said, it's a little bit of a contradictory. I was contradicting. Rabbit hole. But now let me bring it back. In a nutshell, this past weekend, me offering my kids that, taking them into that hotel room, giving them the room service, showing them things while they're young. I just wanted to show them if you work hard and you like these type of things, then you can get these type of things every now and then in your life.
So
It's
you did that on
fine.
purpose.
Yeah,
Ah.
it's fine, but it's going to take a amount of hard work. But I'm also teaching them, and it's important to say that I'm also teaching them that moments with people, the people you love, moments like this, cherishing your relationship, building. We ain't spending no money right now. We're not getting room service. It's me and my brother, and we chopping it up
Yeah.
like we always do before camera and the mic was on us.
Yeah, bro. And the
Since
crazy
we
part
was
is,
13 years old,
let's talk
this
about
was
my
it.
mood. Let's talk about my mood, though.
But
Last
in a
weekend,
nutshell,
right now,
that's what it
bro.
is.
And now I'm
Yeah.
here with the bro, and
The camera.
yo, I was
bro,
talking about not going to the gym, and oh, I gotta
Yeah.
wake up at this time. And you was like,
Yeah.
and you looked at me. You said, you didn't say nothing. You just looked at me like, yo, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? This is us. Like,
yeah,
you one of us, or you not one of us? Like,
yeah.
yeah, yo, bro.
But nah, I
That's what
touched
this
on
shit
that
is
in
about,
a
bro.
nutshell. This shit is like I gotta teach my kids well-roundedness, and I
Yeah.
think that's
Yeah.
important. I'm not just teaching them one side of life. It ain't this material shit don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want it because it matters to society. For my kids deserve the utmost education. But like somebody said to me, I ain't gonna even go down that road because that's a rabbit hole. It's not even a rabbit hole that matters. But I need them to be well rounded. Like, yeah, you can make 6 figures, 7 figures, you can be a billionaire, that's fine. But that shit ain't gonna mean nothing if you don't know how to build meaningful relationships, have meaningful conversations, and enjoy the little things in life that the life has to offer. Like that money shit gonna come back. It's gonna come back.
All of it.
But this right here, you can't buy this. You can't buy this. I'm talking about 13 years old. 13 years old, digging and asking each other questions. Like,
yeah,
yo,
when you put
why
in
you
the
let
work,
your
it's
mom
different.
talk to you like that?
Yeah.
Yo, why you talk to your moms like that?
Yeah.
13?
Yeah. And we still ask
Motherfuckers
questions
from
like that now.
where we from, 13 years old didn't ask questions like that. Where we from, they didn't ask questions
Nah,
like that.
I'm not gonna lie.
Why you want to
We
be
did.
Crip? Remember
We
you asked me
did-
that?
we did,
Why you
though.
want to be Crip?
Yeah.
You was like, yo, why do you want to be a
I wasn't
Crip?
gonna fuck with you no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said, why you want to be a Crip? All right. You know what? Don't even, this is what you said. Don't even answer that question. I'm going to give you time to think about it. You wanted me to come back with an essay on why I wanted to be Crip. And if you could tell me why you want, this is what you told, bro. We 15 years old. And if you can really explain it and break it down and make it make sense, and you still say, if you could make it make sense to me, bro, I fucks with it.
Mathematics. I was always into mathematics.
And
bro.
I was like, damn.
I was always into mathematics.
And me being so sucked into the environment, I'm like, I just lost a friend. Niggas lose friends all the time. Niggas is going to jail. Niggas is dying. Like, I just lost a friend. Fuck it. And yeah, man, we still here.
Yeah, that's a rabbit hole. I'm gonna be real. Me and you kind of dipped in and out a couple of times. They might not know it. It was because it's about a frequency. Like, and that's how I like consistency. And then like, I don't know the difference. We never stopped. Like it was constant. It was constant because
Nah,
it never
we kept-
stopped.
Bro,
It wasn't consistent.
there was a point.
You feel me?
There was a point.
The frequency changed every now and then.
I think because we talk about 2018 often, we talk about that as the big turning point where we started growing. But now in hindsight, that we
that's when we started. That's when we started growing together.
Now
in 2018.
Now I'm about to blow your mind.
Go ahead, talk.
We think that 2018 was the start. It might have been a turning point as adults, right?
Yes,
as adults. Yes, but think about this, bro. We didn't have falling outs. We had long periods of time where we just couldn't get in each other's space the way we needed to, and we wasn't on the same page. But we always came to each other for deep conversation.
Nah, we low-key did.
Think about that, bro. And we would sit and we'd be like, yo, I want to chill. You'd be like, yo, I want to chill with my brother. And we would sit up and talk all night.
The nigga, I don't want to be mentioning motherfuckers' names, you feel me? But the nigga that live on my block or whatever, and he had said some funny shit about you. And I think you had like kind of said like, why, like not why did he feel comfortable saying it to you, but you were uncomfortable with me, and you kind of questioned my integrity, not loyalty, but how thorough it was. And because I remember after that, chilling niggas. After that, nobody would, because I didn't know. I was gullible and dumb. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know certain things. So because it was done in front of you, I thought it was cool. You feel what I'm saying? Well, he'd be right back. So that's why when I came to you, I said this shit all willy-nilly, and then you was like, nah, that's not how shit go down, like for real. And then I was like, I don't know how you saw me react, but off of that, copy. That's the trend now. Copy. We not talk, and it wasn't even you. It was something related to you.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But I was like, oh, even if I don't fuck with that, everything is off limits.
Right.
Bet. And some people don't learn because we was young.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you go through these things young, and you need to learn from them shits right there.
Yeah.
Because that creates who you are moving forward. If you do funny shit when you were a little teen, and you don't correct them shits, I'm gonna be real. You look at your brother or your sis who used to do funny shit, they probably still do fun. If they never came to you and had like, yo, bro, back in the day when if you never had that talk, they probably still do funny shit, bro. For real.
Big facts.
I'm not stupid. I low-key was OD stupid though.
I don't think
that's not. I wasn't stupid. I led with my heart. I always led with my heart. And I still do. My defense just wasn't up there.
I tell people, I was talking to a dude in the airport, and when I was stuck in the airport for fucking 14 hours, whatever. But I was talking to this dude in the airport, and I was picking up my kids, and he was traveling the States with his son. His son plays high school basketball. He's 16 years old. And the summers is his time with his sons. So, like, we were talking about our lives, and we were talking about, like, he got divorced, and then I went to the military, he went to college, and he got remarried, and I got remarried, and he had new kids, and we was just talking, and it's just crazy how we related. But anyways, I brought up this story to say, he asked me what made me join the military. And I was telling him the story because you brought up, we talking about your old self, and you was like, you stupid and stuff like that. So I'm telling the story to show how I think of my old self. This put my old self into perspective. I was 18 years old, and I was like, I joined the military because my ex at the time, my first baby mom, she was like in high school in 10th grade. She was in college. She was halfway through her associates or whatever in high school. And I was
what you just said, bro?
Yeah. And I was like, I skipped, I was high, I skipped out on my SATs. I didn't know what to do. I wasn't auditioning for the colleges I wanted to go to because I wanted to do performing arts. And I'm like, I got to keep up with this girl. I got to build my life, or I'm going to lose her, or I'm going to go, in the streets, and I'm going to end up worse. So that's why I joined the military. And he was like, damn, you had that knowledge at 18? I was like, yo, I remember the thought process of me sitting down really thinking about it. And he was like, and I was like, and I always tell people, because you called your older self stupid and stuff and gullible, I always tell people like, yo, if I was in the room with 18-year-old me, I'll box that little boy up.
Oh, yeah,
But then he put in perspective, like, you always been this way. Your level of execution just got crazier. And I was like, nah, I have a lot of respect for 18-year-old me. because of the environment I was in, 18-year-olds didn't have that mindset. Now, do me executing the way I am now, do I want him to
I feel like
execute?
that's different.
You
I
know
feel
what
like
I'm
for
saying?
me it's different because
I
me,
understand what you're saying.
I feel
know
like
what you
me,
mean.
I knew and I did not
Yeah.
execute.
Yeah.
You understand? I feel like you could say like you didn't know, but you had the mind to find the heart, because you say that you found my crib, right? And then when you found my crib, you saw what was in my crib and you utilized it.
Yeah.
You know, I was
I
in
see
the
what
crib
you're
with it, and I didn't
Mhm.
utilize whatever
Yeah.
what it was
I
that
see
you
what you're
said that
saying.
you found.
I
So,
see what you're saying.
but and I did that out of fear.
you
Now,
didn't even
for a
utilize
long
my
time.
crib because you wanted shit out of my crib.
Oh yeah.
You wanted what my family had.
When I seen your step pops, and then you was like, because we laughed at everything. That one time Sheemie looked at me and was like, "Yo, Marv, what do you laugh at?" That was the first time I felt betrayed by this nigga. You feel what I'm saying? When he didn't laugh with me, but then I knew.
Yo, we
But
got him.
I didn't have my pops in the crib. You know
Yeah.
that. So when I saw that and I saw you not play in that moment, I'm like,
he's about to grab my ass up and hit.
and you had me slap boxing and shit like that. I'm like, this nigga want to kill me. I thought before getting lined was a thing. I thought he was trying to lie to me, bro. I'm like, why is he treating me like this? But nah.
Yeah,
But now you introduced me to a different stuff. You introduced me to, like you said, that yo, why you let your mom stalk you like that? Like, yeah. And I never questioned that.
Mom Dukes used to call me rude.
Nah. Do you remember the story about the 2K?
Yeah, bro.
He asked her, because you know, Christmas gift. We friends, so Miss Trina gonna get me a gift. My mom's gonna get me a gift.
Yeah.
He says I think it was 2K6, and like specific, and then I think he ended up getting like I think it was Live 2006. I don't remember how games were called.
It was Live 06.
Live 06 or whatever. So he I don't know if he was on speaker or he was on the phone with her.
Speaker.
And then he goes, yo, this is like, I said 2K6. He said, yo, is she illiterate? But he knew she was listening though, right? And I think looking back now, he probably played like that with his mom.
She said
my moms didn't play like that. Yeah,
I heard her eyes closed. There's no FaceTime or nothing back then. I heard her eyes closed. I heard
FaceTime back then.
Rasheem.
Yeah,
Rasheem. She said my name like she was trying to.
Yeah.
She wanted to come through the phone.
Yeah.
She was very highly disappointed in me for saying that.
That was OD.
Yeah.
That was OD. But I think when I saw that, I was like, interesting.
I can't say whatever I want. Nah, but it comes from, and I don't want y'all to think that. I was
struggling.
I was
Not be honest.
trying to think I was disrespectful from my mom's, but if my kids, let's just say, if my kids talk to me the way I talk to my moms, they gonna be eating fish chicken sandwiches.
Nah, I don't think so.
Nah.
Look, I don't know. You talking about when you was being disrespectful?
Well, I mean,
because I think about the way you play right now. I feel like if they was comfortable, they would play like that with
Nala's wild.
Yo, Nala, it was me.
Nala took me with her, she was
Irene.
annoying.
It was me, Irene, Miranda. We chilling here. Nala's telling us a story about something. Bro, I swear I'm minding my business low key in my phone. Nala gonna come over to me and grab my head and I'm like, yo, that's not her fault. Like, you do stuff like that all the time, bro. I'm like, yo.
That is true though. But me and my moms, I just used to challenge my moms. Like,
right.
All right, but why? But my mom's, she hated that I had good memory. So she would say one thing and then it was another thing. So I'd be like, all right, but the Monday, she'd be like, Rasheem, just shut the hell up. Like, why I gotta shut up if you the one lying? You're a liar, and I would run. because we weren't a stranger to the ass whoopings like that.
Right.
At one point, like when we were young, my mom was fighting depression, so we would get our ass whooped at the drop of a dime. So it was like, all right, if ass whoopings is gonna come anyway, I'm gonna say what I need to say and take this ass whooping. So I'm no stranger to pain.
That's the difference. Then I was scared of getting my ass beat. Nah, because I don't want because I don't want to go because my mom remembers things different from how I remember things.
Oh,
And I distinctively remember a point in time when my mom said, "I gotta stop whooping your ass when I'm mad." You feel me?
Oh,
So,
yeah.
So and I remember my mom started implementing talking to me a lot and punishing me, and the punishments was like it was like, yo, you want punishment for 3 months, and it was a solid 3 months. You feel me? But the ass whoopings, I don't think
you were on. You
yo, bro, I think
bro, talk
my
about white people say
punishment.
you're grounded. This nigga used to be on slave time,
Yo, bro. To this day, I don't play games.
And
like
this
the way
is how I knew Mom
bro.
Dukes loved me. My man's was on full blown punishment, and I still could come over.
Yeah, you was the only one. You was the only one that got cleared. That facts. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yep. That's a fact.
You know, fuck it. Let's talk about it. I think that came from the amount of times that my cousins had ran away from home, down to the Carney and Dave, and they was looking for a safe spot. And I think by the time you came around, I think my mom had already learned and see what happens when you turn away your home, possibly. And then because by that time when we was 18, that was middle school. Was it middle school?
Yeah,
that was before Virginia.
Yeah.
All right, so put it like this.
You had punishment in high school too.
I had punishment in high school too, but I had punishment when I was in night school, bro, in YABC. I was a punishment, bro.
Take that out.
Nah, real talk. My mom's was strict. But what I'm saying is I think my mom's had not the pleasure, but she had the experience of seeing what not welcoming a black youth into the crib doing, because like my brother, he ended up living a life where you gotta go where love is given. I'm gonna take love because I'm a human being.
And
I think by the time you came in, exactly, and we talked more, I think it was like, all right, maybe I can't let this nigga.
We used to go to your mom's room, and I never had that relationship. Oh, this is a touchy conversation.
Well, you said
we never sat at the teenage age. I never sat in the bed with a black woman and had conversations. We had conversations about everything: sex, drugs, what we gonna do when we grow older. Like, and I used to ask questions, and I think that put insight in your mom's mind that, oh, he may not be that might have attitude. Like, she saw those things.
You think she might have seen that?
He may not be getting these answers at home, or he may not be comfortable enough to answer these questions at home. Because I mean, as an adult now, looking back, she had to have been able to see that. Yeah. Because I would have been able to. Yeah.
You feel me? So
because I used to come to your house like, y'all do this.
Yeah. You're right.
Oh, y'all do.
You're right.
For real.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
And
you're right.
I was very vocal about what I was receiving there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think your moms used to throw like, oh, you think you do talk to your moms, and I would be like, I can't do that. I can't. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you might have been scared of me back then. Yeah.
Y'all got y'all tongue pierced. You and your moms got your tongue pierced together, and that's big in the Bronx. Being black.
Oh yeah.
Islanders.
I was gay and I sucked.
Right.
I mean, penis.
That's what people were saying.
I did fellatio.
That's what people were saying, right? Like, being black, being like, you and your moms went and got tongue piercings together, and she let you feel out your sexuality, let you grow, and when I went home, I was like, Mom, I want my tongue. Love my mom. My mom's a great woman. Don't
even say what if it don't even. Yeah.
But my mom's had a fit.
Right.
She had a fit, and she went for it. You know what I'm saying? But
because when we talk about your moms, I feel like what people got to understand is when we talk about our journey, right? It's important for people to know where we're at right now.
Yeah,
when we talk about Miss Trina, the growth.
If you listening to
Miss Trina, y'all can't measure up to what she had.
Because you listen to Sheemie right now, but 21-year-old Sheemie, you wouldn't have liked to been in the room with him.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And Moms Dukes never gave up.
Yeah.
So on that,
and at the end of the day, we learned so much from both of our moms, and they did phenomenal jobs, and they're doing phenomenal jobs now, and they're phenomenal fucking people.
I would say looking back makes me think about the old people now who tell us now, right? and they like, yo, these is the years. Yo, you need to pay attention now. Yo, grind now.
Yeah.
Because I look at how I say, damn, I wish I was 18 again. They're saying, yo, I wish I was 30 again. So if there's people who's there and they don't want to go back to 18, they want to go back to 30. I'm like, I bet
This is the age.
We're there right now.
Ali
You feel me? Like the older
best.
they want to be here.
I'm pretty sure Ali spent the late 20s not in prison. I think he escaped the prison sentence, but I think he spent.
Can we look stuff like? Let me look that up.
He spent it in exile from boxing because he got pushed out of boxing for 5 years, and what was thought to be his prime, and then he came back and still had some of the greatest fights of his career.
Because
Your prime, you don't start the
5 years
5 years
in prison.
but he did 5 years in prison.
Yeah. Sentenced to 5 years in prison. He was also banned from boxing for 3 years.
Yeah,
Draft evasion, $10,000.
yeah. I don't think he did the 5 years though.
Okay.
I think it was suspended, but he definitely left boxing for 3 years and still came back, and still was as Muhammad Ali.
But it's because of things that we still
We in
do.
the
Like
greatest
when
years of our
we
lives.
get to Saturday's continuity, right? Like, all right, so boom, Nala is here, and I'm talking to the kids. I finally got my laptop back, so I could get to work on my schoolwork and stuff. And then the kids get to see me in proper form because I'm not gonna lie, they've been seeing me in my little stupor. You feel what I'm saying? But I told you I was gonna apologize for them when they came, right? That's the first thing I did to them.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So what that allowed, and then I gave them the power of, yo, tell me to stop cursing because I'm gonna be telling y'all to do this or do that.
Yeah.
So I want y'all to understand the respect of this relationship. So I really be like, they don't know, but I'll be done up in the mornings, like I'll be like, and it's perfect because it's the mornings. Go play the game, whatever.
Right.
But then I wake up and I'm like, because yo, bro, I don't know how to explain it, but you can't really complain about your current situation, right? And then say that you want that, but then you not doing nothing about your current situation, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know how we got right there, but I was sad and I needed help, and the kids are always full of life. And I said this when I came to Virginia. Like they just want to give love and laugh and play. Like, I'm gonna be real. Nala was upstairs chilling, minding her business. When I woke up, Nala was upstairs chilling, minding her business. And then she hears me and Kassam laughing or joking about something. That's what brought her downstairs.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't, yo, come pull up because of nothing. She hears laughter, and then the laughter stopped. She go back upstairs,
Yeah.
and then she chilling again. Boom. So we need to be around that. That's what we need to continue to create. And I feel like being honest. I feel like being honest with children is weird because there's a certain sense of like there's no need to lie to them.
Yeah.
So when you lie to them, it's like, damn, you must really be like
You must
a piece
be low.
of shit.
No, for real. You must be low.
Because they can't, not that they
Gotta
can't
be
judge
low.
you, but they can't really do nothing. Okay, they judge you in what? So what? Nigga, 5.
Mhm.
You feel me? So I feel like when you talking with kids and then you say things like, I gotta abide by certain principles like apologize and the principle of leading by the example and things like that, then you really have to look at yourself and what you're doing, right? And that's not scary, but that's a lot of power.
But that just shows how really jacked up some people are because, like you said, it takes you leading these children. You gotta look in the mirror and make sure you dot your I's and crossing your T's and you doing that
I
work.
think that's very important.
But it shows how jacked up people are, and I don't mean jacked up as in they're bad people, but like how emotionally, mentally, spiritually off people be.
Yeah.
Because you gonna lie to yourself so much that it's gonna end up being a lot of these kids, and it's gonna grow up and say, "Mom, Dad, Uncle, Grandpa, Grandma, you a hypocrite."
And with the knowledge,
how did we get there?
I'm gonna be real. I'm curious to watch the tape back because I don't know. But the knowledge that the kids have now, what you're talking about, we hitting our parents with that now at 30. They're gonna be hitting us with that at 18.
Yeah.
The way that these people, I'm all 5 of these kids in here. The way that they smart,
They're on the way.
16 to 18 is gonna be some real formative years for us.
Mm-hmm.
from them kids, bro. They really gonna be reflecting that, because that's when that is. I feel like things happen in cycles, right? And I feel like the world now is back in that cycle of when the kids are 18 again, they're adults again. And because back then, all right, what we used to complain about is that the adults knew how to make money and be able to have these homes and these cribs and da 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 da. Right now, what we do is we have that knowledge, and a lot of people by 18 now, they doing it. Our kids by 18 with the knowledge we bestowing upon them, they gonna be lit. They gonna be hitting us with some shit. And we want them to,
Right.
you know, because they're going to be hitting us with it from a different. We're going to keep growing, but they're going to hit us with a different perspective just because.
Facts.
And that's going to be lit. And I don't know how we got there. I do have something else that we could talk about, but I see you got something written down too. And I know one of the things you got written down is what I want to talk about.
Let's take a 10-minute break.
Let's go.